look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run again with Peterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I know you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back, admirable, hoping to get him into the playoffs, but didn't look like he was ready to return.
One guy I never count out, though, is Adrian Peterson. I expect a monster return in 2017.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford, the left side caught by Diggs. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
On third down, Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now Bradford on fourth down. He's got time in the pocket, and it is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Newton on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
On second down, here's Newton. Surveying the field. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him. And sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Third and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense, I don't know that any group had more of a roller coaster ride than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was. And when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the injuries, especially along the offensive line. I think by around October, maybe even early November, I'm surprised you and I didn't get a call to go audition to be a left tackle there because they were just down so many guys. So that made it difficult to run the ball and to protect Sam Bradford, their quarterback, and it reflected in their final record.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Peterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 3rd down, still 14 yards left. Peterson alone in the backfield. Third and long for Bradford. That is caught inside the 5. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Bradford to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Newton now on 2nd. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Peterson alone in the backfield. Bradford to throw it. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They come out here in the I. They run. Peterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Check. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Here's Peterson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
Steps away. He may try and run for this. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll send Brown in motion right. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Benjamin, the man in motion left. He can run for it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a direction and throw one deep.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Working out of the gun, Bradford. He's got time. He's going to... This is caught at the 20. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Vikings. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Bradford on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Carolina to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Bradford on second down. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time, Newton to Benjamin. And even 50 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing is Newton. Being chased out left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remain. As they burn one here in this third quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd and 10, Newton again. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Again, Newton. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he couldn't. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devin Funchess from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1 score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They pitch it out to Peterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Bradford now. The left side caught by Diggs. And the ball is knocked out. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
So those were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the inaugural carry here for Fozzie Whitaker. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ed Dixon from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Cam looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the 2nd time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And I think the ball's out. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Man open left side is Brown. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Binds, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get... Again, we'll see the pistol here. second down. They run with Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give the tackle there to Terrence Newman. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Another pistol look here. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and attack.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, Bradford. The left side caught by Diggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Bradford on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Diggs. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They come out here in the eye. Bradford on the keeper. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's back to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go back to Stewart on first. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They come out here in the eye. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Again, Peterson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run,